2-0.
Well, man,
fighting in a grappling style. Standing 5'11" at 160 pounds. Fighting with Get Some Dojo from Concordia, Kansas, Javante Dyke.
Now, dude, would you concur?
Yeah.
And fighting out of the Nebraska Lottery red corner with a record of 1-1.
I've noticed one
fighting
thing, man,
in a
about a lot
Muay
of the
Thai
amateur fighters.
Jiu-Jitsu style.
A lot of the amateur fighters have
weighing
the
160
starter kit.
pounds. Fighting with the Premier Combat Center out of Omaha, Nebraska, Curtis Frei.
It's almost like if you have to do MMA, you got to have a tattoo starter kit.
Absolutely. Yeah. You have a silly tolerance to pain. Oh man, these guys are going at it.
Oh, great striking.
Javante landed with both strikes.
Again, as the fights go on, I think the fighters get more poised. Lot more action.
Ooh. Both fighters land.
Hearing a lot of the corner now, you got a lot of the corners going to be starting to say, "Get them hands up."
Relax, breathe.
Curtis doing a lot of movement.
Ooh, but got caught with a stiff jab. Oh.
Javante throwing a lot of great combinations.
Dude, his whole body was coming with that one too.
And you know, in the amateurs, you tend to throw one or two strikes. I don't think you're not putting together a lot of great combinations off top. Something that you have to learn later on down the line.
Absolutely. You can get a long way with the good basics.
Yeah. You have a lot of basics going on in his first couple of rounds.
Guys both trying to figure out the range. They're throwing a lot of feints. Kind of.
Lots of movement. You have a lot of movement here.
Ooh, Curtis trying to maybe move in.
For the audience watching, it takes a lot out of you just to miss a punch. When you're missing punches, it takes a lot out of you.
Especially when it's power shots too. Like you can bait a jab out there, and be okay,
but missing shots takes a lot out of you.
Oh, did he get hit or did he slip?
I think he slipped. Javante slipped. Curtis is taking advantage of the slip.
Oh.
Javante needs to get off his back. He needs to start up. He needs to start working himself up.
Curtis gonna try to go for a knee bar.
Nothing. They're doing a lot of hugging right now.
Yeah. Oh, careful with those elbows. This is
Javante needs to work his way up the ring. He needs to work right up the cage.
He could probably slip into the back too if he.
Again, it seems like a very powerful.
What's this?
Double underhook. Double underhook.
Watch those knees. The whole audience knows that he needs to knee. Takedown.
Curtis and what?
Is he going for the guillotine?
Javante, the unexperience is showing right now.
He's going to pop that head out. All right, second round.
Javante survived the first round.
I think Javante wants to keep it on the feet, man. He was throwing some fast 1-2s.
Well, and again, who knows how much wrestling or how much jiu-jitsu Javante's been doing. Looks like Curtis has been really comfortable. He was really comfortable on the ground.
Yeah.
And he was going for a lot of submissions.
Yeah.
Even in the corner. Houston Alexander, Matt Carter, Dynasty Combat Sports.
Be sure to check out
Ralston Arena.
Ralston Arena. Be sure to check out MMA features on social media for all MMA content.
Round 2.
Great round, great first round with Gervonta and Curtis.
Yeah, I'm curious what the game plan is here for both these guys.
Well, it's like they want to beat the hell out of each other. That's the game plan. But
oh,
no,
wow.
It's going for a takedown.
All right, now
again,
Curtis is in a north-south here.
And again, as we said earlier, I think Curtis is more relaxed on the ground.
Oh, dude, if he lands like an upside-down triangle,
I think Curtis. I think Curtis is a little poised. I think he's poised. I think he's relaxing here. And Gervonta's really squeezing. I think he's really squeezing to try to get the submission from.
He went diving for that leg though, huh?
Yeah, I think he went for a double, and he missed.
Yeah. Hey, we're ending up in a bunch of different.
Looks like Curtis is striking him. That
Knees to
real
the body.
rib area, knees to the body. Gervonta needs to work. He needs to work. He needs to start
Curtis
stripping
is in
out.
on an Americano or a Kimura.
Gervonta needs to shrimp out. He needs to start stripping out towards the cage. He needs to he needs to get off his back.
He's got to get off his back.
He needs to start moving.
There's nothing worse than being pinned down by a giant inside control.
What again? They got the head. You control the head, control the body.
Control the body.
Gervonta needs to work his way to the cage. Back to the cage. Back to the cage.
Yeah, he's got his hand rocked around the
Frei,
neck.
he needs to strip out just a little bit more. He needs to start stripping. Movement. Movement.
Curtis is just putting that shoulder right in his neck.
Curtis he needs to place the knee on the chest.
Gervonta able to at least recover into bottom half guard position.
I think he's holding on for dear life right now.
Yeah, is he under the neck trying to do a guillotine from bottom half?
Well, we don't want him to we're talking about
overexerting
your energy. Overexerting your energy. You have 38 seconds into the second round. There's a lot of squeezing Gervonta's doing right now.
I know, man. You burn your arms out.
And again, you burn your arms out. He
needs Curtis on top. Landing blows.
The inexperience of Gervonta right now on his back right now.
Only 15. Ooh, elbow. No.
Well, it looks like Gervonta's going to survive this round.
Yep.
Still staying flat on his back. That's something you don't want to do when you're in this position.
No, I think what he needs to do he's going to have to find a finish in this last round in order to win the fight. I could be wrong, but I feel like.
Well, you got a lot of guys, but you got a lot of guys who come into MMA with no wrestling experience, no jiu-jitsu experience, but they've been either strikers all their lives, and
Lacey
and
they can Savannah.
Win that way. You got to have an arsenal when you're doing MMA.
It's mixed martial arts.
It's mixed martial arts.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, which is weird because I would have thought. I mean, if I was a gambling man, I would have said that Gervonta came out in that round and he started to throw hands like he did in the first round. He had really crisp punches straight down the middle. He was throwing his hips into his crosses. He was landing, and I just didn't think that he would, dive for a takedown like right when. But maybe I'm
you got Derek Minor right now who's coaching Curtis. So you got one of the best wrestlers around the area.
Has
coaching
as the top ground position in the UFC right now.
And we'll see how aggressive Gervonta is going to be this round. But I think he overexerted a lot of energy in the second round. Has him pressed up against the fence.
Gervonta was told not to wrestle with him, so I think he wants to keep it on the feet. Coaches want him to get space so he can land those strikes. But being tied up in the clinch, I don't know.
Curtis is looking really poised, though. He's looking really relaxed.
He seems calm. I mean, I think he's got the first 2 rounds in the bank too. I mean, like I said, I could be wrong because I know Gervonta landed some 1-2s in the.
Well, you don't know how the judges are judging nowadays. So you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep the ring present.
Yeah, you really want to do is not leave it up to him. Go Houston Alexander style and just get some knockouts, bro.
and you don't want to be on your back because if you're on your back, you're losing.
Yeah.
You don't want that. The appearance to the judge is that you're losing the fight by staying on your back.
Especially at a regional MMA event. Like maybe you could land some like elbows and be active from the ground, but it's just better not to be. There's just.
So in this position, it's the 3rd round. Your shoulders start getting heavy. Your hands start getting heavy. You start getting sloppy, and you start missing a lot.
Start breathing from the mouth.
Exactly. Curtis is bleeding from the right eye.
Both these guys look
both look exhausted right now.
Yeah, they're tired. And it's
1 minute, 9 seconds into the round.
And that clinch work, Scott, it just tires your arms out, especially if you spend a lot of your time just striking and having distance. You know?
And when you're in this position and you know you're losing the fight or you feel like you're losing the fight, you want to start going for takedowns.
Yeah.
You want to start going for takedowns. Gervonta pressing Curtis up against the fence.
Oh, Gervonta.
There you go. Now 30 seconds into the latter part of the round, we'll see what Gervonta does.
Yeah.
But he might be a little tired. Curtis holding position. I think the inexperience of Gervonta being on the ground is starting to show right now because he looks really tired. And I think he's just glad to get out of this round.
He's got the underhook. He's got the head in the right position. He could put that knee to the sky, knee slice, and get out.
I think he's tired.
Yeah.
As a fighter, watching other fighters, you're seeing the inexperience of certain positions and certain moves. It's incredible to see it outside of the ring when you're not in the ring, you know?
Yeah. Basically what he's saying is it's easy to talk about, it's harder to be about, folks.
Yes, sir.
I'm not the one in there getting punched in the face and being like
it's easy to talk about it.
Yeah.
But when you're in there you're spending all that energy, it's crazy.
Especially, it's like what do they say? Like, being tired makes cowards of all men. Like
being tired makes cowards of all men.
Like, it's like you could know all the things you need to do, but when there's no oxygen going to your muscles, there's no oxygen going to your brain either.
And see, I think that's where either we find out if your heart pumps.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of MMA, we go to the judges' scorecards who score the bout in a unanimous decision for your fighter fighting out of the Nebraska Lottery, red corner, Curtis Frei.
Curtis getting the W.
Curtis getting the W.
The man